Oh. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sadashivasamarambam Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Narayanam Padmabhavam Vasishtam Shaktim cha Tatputra Parasharam cha Vyasam Shukam Gaudapadam Mahantam Govinda Yogindra Matasya Shishyam Sri Shankaracharya Matasya Padma Padam cha Hastamalakam cha Shishyam Tam Todakam Vartika Karamanyan Asmadgurun Santatamanatosmi Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Padam Shankaram Loka Shankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Samasta Jana Kalyani Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharam Tamagocharam Govindam Paramanandam Sadgurum Pranatosmyaham. Now, in the verse, I think, verse number 7, we saw, I think, correct? 8 also is done, 9 is done, 10, 10 is also completed. So, in the verse number 10, what is said is, Sarva karmani sanyasya bhavabandha vimuktaye panditaihi dhiraihi atma abhyasa upasthitaihi yatyatam yatnam kuryat. May the effort be put to release oneself. And interesting thing is, here the release is not from somewhere else, release from one's own misunderstanding. What we have forgotten, we have to put effort to remember. What is that is forgotten? Atma Swarupam Bismarana has happened. Why are you inside the ring? So, Atmas Vismritihi, non-remembrance of one's own nature. So, Smriti Bramshat Buddhinashaha. Because of the absence of Smriti only, there is decline of intellect. So what is the nature of knowledge here? Jnapakartam na karakartam jnanam. Atmajnanam na karakartam na kar. So the Atmajnan करने के लिए नहीं है, जानने के लिए. Meaning, knowledge is not, this knowledge is not asking any individual to do anything. So when it is said yadyatam, yadyatam means yatnam, that prayatnam. What is the prayatnam that is to be done? Usually when we say put effort, we immediately think what needs to be done. क्या करना है, किसके केन प्रकारेण यत्नम, what kind of yatna. So it is not karma. That is to be cleared. That's why in the next verse, Bhagavan Shankaracharya clarifies this is not an action. Here the sadhana, jnana sadhanam, is not karma bhuta. It's not in the form of any action. So when it is said, first line itself he has said, sarva karmani sanyasya atyadam. सर्व कर्म का संन्यास करके क्या यत्न करना चाहिए? पहला यत्न है कि सर्व कर्म का संन्यास करो, वही भी यत्न है. Even to give up action is an yatna, prayatna. So here it is said, yoginah karma kurvanti sangam tyaktva atma shuddhaye इत्यादि श्रुति स्मृति अर्थ पर्यालोचनया विविधिश साधनत्वं चित्तशुद्धि द्वारा तेषाम् अवसीयते. So here the intention of the statement is to say that karma that binds should be given up and karma that purifies should be taken up. But otherwise, they would not say, give up all karma and do effort. What you should do is you get up and start going nowhere. Walk, but no go where? Nowhere. Hey? You asked me to walk, yes, but no, don't go anywhere. How is that possible? If I get up and walk, and I will have to go somewhere. So it says, sarva karma ka sannyas karo aur prayatna bhi karo. So what action should I take up that will not result in bondage? So here in the verse number 11, let us see here. Chittasya shuddhaye karma natu vastupalabdhaye vastu siddhir vicharena nakinchit karma kotibhihi. Chittasya shuddhaye karma natu vastupalabdhaye vastu siddhir vicharena nakinchit karma kotibhihi. Karma chitta shuddhaye. Action is meant for chitta shuddhi. And na vastu upalabdhaye karma. Vastu here to be understood as Atma Vastu. Otherwise, what happens? There are two ways we look at it. One is Vastu. Usually what we use it in the colloquial language, Vastu is kuchis, right? With some object is also called Vastu. So if you take the Vastu word referring to a thing, an object, then also it is applicable here. Shankaracharya is very, very careful when he is using the words. Vastu upalabdhe karma mat karo. Chittasya shuddhaye karma karo. ऐसा मानना पड़ता है. So do not engage in action for the sake of vastu upalabdhi, meaning to get something object, some object or a thing. But keep in mind, all action should be done for chitta shuddhyartham. This is one meaning. Second meaning is, if you take vastu as atma vastu, then in what it means? Atma vastu paladye na karma. Chittasya shuddhyarthameva karma. Karma is not meant for gaining any objects. That is first meaning. Second meaning is, through karma, you cannot get atma vastu. That is not possible for you to gain the self by action. Chittasya shuddhaye karma. Now, what is called as chitta shuddhi here? Here, what is said is, Parama Purushartha Bhuta Mokshartatvam na asti karmanam. Karmanam Parama Purushartha Bhuta Mokshartatvam nasti. It is not in the field of karma ever that there is a scope for liberation. It is said in Atma Bodha also, many of you remember that verse, that the karana or hetu for karma is kama. Avirodhitaya karma na avidyam vinivartayet. Vidya avidyam nihanti eva tejas timira sangavat. Tejaha timira sangam nashayati. Light alone can remove the darkness. No other thing can remove darkness. Why? Because light is opposed to darkness. So if you want to get rid of something, you must use what is opposed to it. If there is fire, to extinguish fire, you need to use water. I am removing fire. How? By adding more wood to it. By adding more fuel, you cannot remove that fire. So there is a lot of water logging. What do we do? Clean with water. So how can you remove that which is a wet area? How would you remove the wetness of that area with water? That's not possible. So avirodhitaya karma. Avidyam na vinivartayet. So karma is not opposed to avidya. Na avirodhitaya karma na avidyam vinivartayet. Avidya is possible. I mean, ignorance can be destroyed only by its opposite. Vidya avidyam nihanti eva. So karma, by doing karma, ignorance cannot be removed. How much of our karma you do, whatever karma you do. Swami ji, karma karna padta hai na. Karo. You have to do the action. But now change the purpose of that action. No, it's not saying that stop doing the karma, but change the purpose. Why are you doing it? Ask that question. See, yesterday also, when I was talking about what is the subject was that? I don't remember that what was the subject. No, yeah, some other such. I was talking about Tattva Bodh. उसमें तत्वबोध में साधन चतुष्टय संपन्न अधिकारिणाम मोक्षार्थीनाम it's given first. Somebody asks, what is this sadhana chatushta sampanna? What does that mean? So I said, knowledge, to gain knowledge, you don't need sadhana chaturshya sampatti, really speaking. विवेक वैराग्य क्षमा दम उपरति तितिक्षा श्रद्धा समाधान जिसमें नहीं है उसका ज्ञान उपलब्धि होगा और नहीं होगा. Will a person lacking viveka vairagya shama dama uparati tidiksha shraddha samadhan, will he get knowledge or not? Surely he will get, but he can't apply it. See, if I can go to a library and learn or read some engineering subject, can I become an engineer? क्वालिफिकेशन नहीं, एप्लीकेशन के लिए क्वालिफिकेशन चाहिए. पढ़ने के लिए क्वालिफिकेशन क्यों चाहिए मुझे? Many of the people who can read Vedanta and study Vedanta also, though it is said that only these adhikari can understand Vedanta or whatever, not necessary. There are enough people who read Vedanta and study everything, Gita, Upanishad, etc. But when it comes to application, that is when you find you cannot do it. Kyun? Adhikaritvam is not there. So adhikaritvam is not about learning. Adhikaritvam is an application. What is adhikaritvam here? Karma ka adhikari kaun hai? जो कर सकता है वो कर्म का अधिकारी है. But here, how is that karma will help me for moksha? Yes, it will help you in moksha if you change the purpose for which you are doing. That's why it says Siddhasya Suddhaye karma. When you take up any action, your final goal should be at the end, and I complete this action or even performing the action, I must have the purity of mind. इसके लिए मैं काम करूं, न वस्तु उपलब्धि, न कुछ चीज लेने के लिए, उपलब्धि के लिए. Not for gaining any object. Object can be anything. It can be physical thing. It can be recognition. It can be some praise. That is also vastu only. Nobody notices that I'm doing so much, Swamiji. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? आप किसके लिए कर रहे हो? Somebody to notice, somebody to praise you, somebody to congratulate you. Is it so? Acha. So now one may ask, Swamiji, okay, let us say I keep purity of mind in my mind and then do action. Oh, bas utna hi hai. That's all? No. Chitta Shuddhi, the very sign of purity of mind is vichar. And vichar also spontaneously, effortlessly takes place in a purified mind. Gurudev always said, what is purity of mind? Where intellect starts inquiring into the reality of things. If the mind is impure, then it is caught up. It doesn't even allow the intellect to come in. Band. Intellect band ho gaya. No entry. So a mind which is pure can easily engage in Atma Vichar. And through Atma Vichar only, Vastu Siddhi, Vastu Siddhir Vicharena, Viveka Buddhya, Vicharena. विचार क्या है? तो स्वामी जी बहुत विचार है हमारे जन संसार में, इतना विचार है. वो विचार I'm not talking about. Worried about this, worried about that. No. Here the vichar is about Atma Anatma Vivechanam. That is what is vichar. Avichara kruto bandha vicharena nivartate. Bondage is due to absence of proper deliberation in the mind, and through self-inquiry alone, release is possible. Na kinchit karma kotipi. Not by hundreds and crores of actions that you do. So that is what happens, when you read, when you study Vedanta and understand the relevance of action in the path of knowledge, for the sake of purity alone is action, not for gaining any kind of benefit from anyone, even from devatas, even from the gods. Otherwise, the sankalpa is almost half an hour it goes. Mamopata samasta turushakshvara Sri Parameshwar Tirtham Jnana Bhakti Vairagya Siddhartham Vidya Vinaya Tirtham, and this Tirtham, that Tirtham goes on and on and on and on. Sometimes the Yajaman goes to sleep, The priest is still going on. Ye chahiye, wo chahiye. Kshema, Sairya, Virya, Vijaya, Ayuhu, Arogya, Aishwarya, Abhivrityartham, Punya Praptyartham, Swarga Praptyartham, Mama Asmakam Swarga Praptyartham, Asma Kutumbanam Swarga Praptyartham, Samaj ke liye, log ke liye, kalyan, ye ke liye. Goes on. Simply put, when you do puja, you just say, Chitta Shuddhyartham Karma Karomi. Bas. Nothing, no other agenda in mind. Because karma cannot give you vastu. Na kinchit karma kotibihi vastu siddhihi vicharena. By that vichara alone. So here very clearly, purpose of action is given. Because Shankaracharya, when he said the previous verse saying that Sanyasya Sarvakarmani Bhavavanta Vimukte, itna आसान से नहीं होगा, पता है. You know that it is not possible for us to give up action. It's Bhagavan Krishna also speaks about that. Okay. What is this vichar karna? What is this vichar? Vicharasya vastupalati hedutvam drishtantena vishadayati samyak iti. Now, very clearly, what is this vichara? Vicharasya vastupalabdhi hedutvam. How does vichara, deliberation, differentiating between the real and unreal, can lead to the release or liberation? It is now given in the form of a drishtanta, an example, illustration, sorry. Verse number 12. Samyak vicharata siddha rajju sattva avadharana Bhrantyodida mahasarpa Bhava dukkha vinashini Samyak vicharata siddha rajju tattvavadharana Bhrantyodida mahasarpa Bhava dukkha vinashini. Mandandakare patitam rajjum sarpam manvanaha purushaha bibhyat deepa anayanena samyak vicharya vastu tattvam buddhva bhaya kampadi dukkam jahati iti prasiddham. Due to the absence of bright light, due to the dim light, manda andakare, patitam rajjum, the rope that is fallen there, manvanaha, sarpam manvanaha, thinking that it is a snake, Purushaha, Bibhyat, he becomes afraid. And until when Deepa Anayanena, at the time when the light is brought, Samyak Vicharya, analyzing clearly, Vastu Tattvam, what is that which is lying down is very clearly seen as rope, Buddhva, Bayakampadi Dukkham, fear and what you call frightening, shaking of the body, etc. All the sorrows, Jahati, he gives up, iti prasiddham. Tatra Rajvam Brantya Uditaha Yo Mahasarpaha Tad Bhavam Tad Pratyayajanyam Yad Dukkham Tad Vinashini Samyak Vicharajanya Rajju Tattva Avadritihi. Until the clear understanding of the fact that it is only rope, that on the dawn of that correct knowledge alone, there is the absence of all the unwanted consequences created by self-imagined projected snake. Tadvat, in the same way, Brantya Jatam Yat Bhavadukkam. Due to that confusion, the sorrow of living in this changing world, Janma Marana Prayojya Dukkam, caused by birth and death and old age, etc. Tat Vinashini, destroyer of that, Samyak Vichara Prayojya Tattva Avadarana, that which is due to the deliberation done as self-inquiry and recognition of the real truth, Atma Yadatmya Avadritihi, the awareness about the nature of one's own spontaneous self. Atma Yadatmya. Yadatmya means which is of the nature of oneself. Brahma Sakshatkaraha iti Sarvashaha Sarvashe Prakruta Upayogyayam Prakruta Upayogya Ayam Shtandha. So that is being now related to this particular examples, the illustration that is given. Swamiji, rope is also outside, snake is also outside. It is easy for us to bring a light and look at, hey, snake tha. Now I can see it as a rope. But it is bondage is not outside. My confusion is inside. So how is it possible? That example is looking very, very catchy, but it is not possible for us to, because that which I'm inquiring is not outside me. It is like this, a person is now doing inquiry upon B, which he misunderstood as C. Okay. B is misunderstood as C by A. So A is outside B and C. Correct or not? A is not B or C. Correct? A is looking at B, and instead of B looking at B, is looking at it as C. So both A and the B and C are both of them are objects. The rope as well as the snake are both outside him, and they are all objectively looked at it. यहाँ पे ऐसा नहीं है. Who is misunderstanding whom? As whom? That which is misunderstood is me. What do you have misunderstanding? I am misunderstanding myself as myself. The me in me, don't laugh, is misunderstanding me as not me. Anyway, I'm not going there. So I have misunderstood subject, myself, the subject, as something other than myself. So how will I come out of that? I cannot objectively look at it. So the problem is the illustration is only coming closer to the explaining the issue, but not really solving it. इसलिए आपको पहले ऑब्जेक्टिवली आपको देखना पड़ेगा. If you look at it yourself subjectively, you are in trouble. You cannot go further. So what I have to do then, you just like I'm seeing the rope as the snake and both of them are seen by me objectively. Similarly, I should understand that which I am understanding myself as so and so is an objective thing. Don't look at it subjectively. In other words, when I'm angry, upset, lusty, all these things, do not think that you are angry, lusty, or greedy. Look at it objectively. Then only you can solve the problem. Otherwise, what happens? It is like this, There are many medicines for many problems. One particular disease where you cannot give medicine is psychological problem. Really speaking, you know why? Because the one who has a problem, he never thinks it's a problem. If you go to a person who's psychologically affected and you say you have a problem, me, I think you have a problem. He will put it right on you. Oh, what is the treatment? Because first of all, you have to accept that I have a problem. When you are not understanding that this misunderstanding that you have got is not subjective, then only you can come out of it. Start looking at the entire situation objectively. What does that mean? That's why Ramana Maharshi says, when you are angry, don't say, I am angry. Huh? Then because you ask, who is angry? I. And who knows that you are angry? There cannot be two I here. The one who is angry is not the one who is looking at the anger. Because he's angry. So the anger should be looked at objectively. That is why he always said, I am angry. Who is angry? I. Who knows that you are angry? I. How can it be both? The one who is angry should be looked at objectively by you who is not angry. See? So I am aware of the thought of anger, which is trying to make me look angry, which is superimposing itself on me. I will not allow this. So objective perception of the problem alone can help you to overcome that. If you make that as subjective, there is nobody else remaining there to come out of it. You cannot come out of it. That is why vichar karo. Vichar kya hai? Just like when you are able to come out of the misconception of the rope to be a snake, it's merely a projection. Similarly, Here, the self has been misconceived as the suffering soul, and look at that so-called suffering soul as other than you, as objectively. Then you realize that you are independent of that. So this is the reason why one should have the proper guidance from the correct teacher. And that's why it is said in the next verse, you see. Artasya artasya nishchayo drishto vicharena hitoktitah nasnanena nadanena pranayamashate va artasya nishchayo drishto vichareణ hitoktitah nasnanena danena pranayamashate va. विचारेण हितोक्तितः विचारेण अर्थस्य निश्चयो दृष्टः. दृष्टः to be seen, अर्थस्य आत्मनः निश्चयः. The reality of the self must be thought about by the words, by contemplating upon the words spoken by the teacher who did advise you with keeping your welfare in mind. Hita uktita. Hita means benefit, welfare. Hita means one meaning of the hita means welfare, or hitena uktita hitoktita. Tritiya tatpurusha. Hitena uktaha. Hita purushena uktaha. One who is thinking of your benefit. Advice of the wise. Gurudev simply puts advice of the wise. Ajnana dosha vashat swayam brantasya purushasya aptokti rupa avalambanarthe avalambana abhave bhaya kampadi anartham anubhavah swatah vichare pravrutte durlabhatvat vichare hidokti hetu kata hetu kruta hitatvam cha yatartha vaktritvam yadi प्रांतपुरुषः हितोक्त्य अनुसारेण विचारम् अविधाय स्नानं वा दानं वा प्राणायाम शतं वा कर्म कुर्यात् भ्रम निवर्तक अपरोक्ष प्रमाया अभावे अनर्थ प्रयोजक भ्रमा निवृत्तेः कथं निवृत्त अनर्थः अभवेत् इति भावः. Without the proper deliberation according to the words uttered by the wise, which will lead to the clarity of thinking and coming out of the problem, instead of that, if you do Ganga Snan kiya maine. Swamiji, 3 times I went to Kailash. Okay, 3, not once, 3 times. And not only Swamiji, and you saw me. Cold water. I took shower, bath there. Cold. No, is it? And while going also, I do a lot of dhanam. Snan bhi kiya, dhan bhi kiya. And you know, the height to Swamiji is so that, so 19,000 feet. So I do a lot of pranayama practice also. So after that, what happened? वापस आ गया बस. मुक्ति मिल गया. मुक्ति कैसे मिलेगा भाई? दानेन स्नानेन प्राणायाम शतेन वा अर्थस्य निश्चयः न दृष्टः. So you are saying all these are all waste? Doing dhanam, doing the snanam, etc. Bhagavan Krishna says, Yajno dhanam tapaschaiva pavanani manishina. In Gita chapter 18, it says very clearly, Yajna, Dan, or Yajnodhanam, Tapaschaiva, these three things one should not give up because it is very important for you to discipline yourself. In all the three, Yajna, Dana and Tapa, there is an attitude of giving up your ego. यज्ञ में आप सब देवताओं के लिए देते हो, दान में आप सब जनों के लिए देते हो, और तप में आप अपने आप उसको सैक्रिफाइस करते हो. Isn't it? In yajna, you are giving your possessiveness and giving it to the gods. In dhanam, you are leaving your possessiveness, giving it to the people. In tapas, you are self-disowning it. In all the three, there is sacrifice. तप में, दान में और यज्ञ में, इसलिए पावनानि है. Therefore, they are called purifiers. Yeah, what is that is purifying? Is removing yourself from the clutches of ego. That is not called purity. Yeah. Mera hai. It's mine. And that notion of mine, the notion of possessiveness. So it is not that you should not do it, but it does not lead you directly to moksha compared to vichara of the words uttered by the people who have your welfare in mind. Apta Purusha Vakya. Arthasya Nischayo Drishtaha Vicharena Hitoktitaha. Tata, so Shruti Acharya Upadesha Anusarena Atma Vicharam Krutva Tat Yadatmya Aparokshi Kritya Anatma Adhyasarupa Samsarat Atmanam Mochayet Iti Upadesha. Samsarat Atmanam Mochayet. From the samsara, from the worldliness, Atmanam, oneself, mochayet, please release yourself. How? Anatma adhyasa rupa samsarat. From the elusive, self-projected worldliness, from there you release yourself. You know that story of the 10th man, right? Who? No, 10th man, 11th man? 10th. Okay. See, when that boy, these boys were asked to cross the river and go to the other side, so they all crossed. First, before they were crossing, they counted themselves as 10. After they crossed the river and then went there, the leader of the group, they started to count. He started to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my God. You know, when I was teaching in Sandipani, one or two students who will be serving for the week. Every week it changes. So at the best time to take attendance, that's the best time. Because some people would not come to the lunch, and then I'll have to know who did not come. Usually the one who is serving me says slowly, I'll tell him, just glance and count how many are there. So, one is missing. Did you count yourself first or not? So thereafter I said, first count yourself and then start. So where is the 10th man? And went on and on and on and on, crying and lamenting. Finally, the person who came in the horse's back and said, what are you crying for? We were at 9, 10 to start with, we are only 9. He just one glance, he said, okay, this fellow has not counted himself. Dashamosi, you are the 10th. So when he realized, oh, the one who has been lost, or one whom I thought has lost, is none other than myself. In the same way, we have given priority and reality to everything else other than our own self. So what is this? Anatma abhyasa rupa samsarad atmanam mochayit. This superimposition of the world that you have created, by which, because of which you are forgotten yourself. See, it is like the rope on which the snake is projected has covered the rope completely. It is not that rope and the snake, as I said in the last class also, it is not the rope and the snake, you are looking at it simultaneously. You cannot simultaneously see it. If you're seeing the rope, you're not seeing the snake. If you're seeing the snake, you're not seeing the rope. Similarly, when the superimposition of myself as this body, mind, intellect only, then obviously I have forgotten what is actually there. I'm looking at only the superimposed, and not what is the on which it is superimposed. Therefore, Shruti Acharya Upadesha Anusarena Atma Vicharam Krutva Tat Yadatmya Aparokshikritya Yadatmyam Aparokshikritya, making sure that the realization of the self takes place as a personal experience. So that is the way to recognize, not by anything else. Na pranayama shatena. Swamiji, pranayama mein kar raha hu. So after reading the Vivek Chudamani, I'm going to stop this. Karo, pranayam karo. I mean, moksha nahi milega. That is for sure. No, daily I do 20 pranayam. Very good. Get hungry, more hungry, and eat more. They are all good for the health of the body, no doubt. And it is one more very great help out of pranayama is, I'll tell you very clearly. During that time, you don't fight with anybody. That's very, very good for the world. At least that is the time Rakshasa is not there. Pranayamam pratyaharam. And he doesn't stop there. Pranayamam pratyaharam. What is next? Nitya viveka vichara. Chapya sameda samadhi vidanam kuru avadanam mahatavadanam. Pranayama pratyahara voto, the initial steps for bringing the wandering mind to yourself. प्राणायाम करके मन का शांति करो, प्रत्याहार करके उसका अंतर्ध्यान करो, you bring it in, to turn it inside, अंतर्मुखी करो. आवृत्त चक्षुः भव, turn your attention to yourself. उसके बाद ही आत्मानात्म विवेक विचारम, then आत्मानात्म का विचार करो. Chapya sameda samadhi vidanam, with the remembrance of the Lord, and slowly engage in practice of self-abidance. Kuru avadanam, mahadavadanam, do it very, very, very carefully. Savdhan se karo, savdhan kaake na karo. Savdhan kaake karo. Whenever I see Sabudana, I only remember Savdhan, Savdhan, Sabudana. So, pranayam, तो ठीक है, but it doesn't lead you to realization. Now, having said this, ये विचार करने के लिए किसका योग्य है? अधिकारी कौन है विचार करने के लिए? ज्ञान प्राप्ति के लिए, गुरु से ज्ञान प्राप्ति के लिए, श्रवण करने के लिए, for just listening to the teacher, one does not necessarily need this adhikaritvam, but that listening to the teacher, from the teacher, will become immediately effective only when there is adhikaritvam. The application of knowledge is not time bound. Application of knowledge is not time bound. And oh wow, we are going to have really thunder and lightning here. So to listen to knowledge, you don't need, but to apply to that application of that knowledge can take place right then if mind is pure. सोचने के लिए वक्त नहीं चाहिए. It is not going to delay you. See, when the 10th man knew, when it is told, did he say, is it? ठहरो भाई, मुझे सोचना है. सोचने के क्या है? What is it to think? You have forgotten to count yourself and you are the 10th. इसका meditate करना चाहिए. Think. If you do not believe in what he says, then you have to think. Correct? The moment you recognize the blunder you committed, at that very moment, that I made this mistake of not counting myself, the moment you admit that problem, that it is me who had created the issue, and then you recognize that, there and then the problem is solved. Our problem is that, first of all, we don't accept that there's a problem. So therefore, here, application of knowledge is at once, without any delay, if the quality of the student is filled with those sadhana chatushtaya. In the case of a person who is listening with a manda adhikaritvam or adama adhikaritvam, then the duration of mananam and nididhyasana will increase, or it will not take place also. इस जन्म में श्रवण किया, अगले जन्म में मनन करो. Why everything in the same earth? It's not necessary. इस जन्म में श्रवण, complete श्रवण करोगा. अगले जन्म, next birth is only for मनन. और दूसरा जन्म में, the next one I'll do the nididhyasana. And afterwards, तीसरे में समाधि करूंगा. श्रवण करने के समय, at that time itself, if the adhikaritvam is there, manan or nididhyasan ही होगा. At that very moment itself, even samadhi avastha, avoidance also can take place right there. If the mind is fully qualified, the person is fully qualified. So here, the verse says, verse number 14. Adhikarinama shaste palasiddhir visheshatah upaya desha kaladhyaha santyasmin sahakarinah adhikarinama shaste फलसिद्धिर्विशेषतः उपायादेशकालाद्याः सन्त्यस्मिन् सहकारिणः। विशेषतः फलसिद्धिः, especially the falasiddhi, the result of this spiritual endeavor, it depends upon adhikarinam ashaste. It is in the form of the degree of qualification. How much is the degree or maturity of this qualification, so would be the intensity, the quickness of the result, falasiddhi. In accordance with asha, ashaste adhikarinam ashaste, according to the degree of the qualification, visheshataha falasiddhi, in specially this realization of the truth. Upayaha, auxiliary, deshakaladyaha, deshascha kalascha. So these are all the additional things that are involved. Time, place and time, etc. They are all only secondary. Santi asmin sadhane, sadhanayam, sadhana if it's masculine, feminine. If it is sadhanam, sadhana if it is neuter, then sadhane. Sahakarina, it's only secondary. So then in this case, where have I studied and how I have studied and when did I study, all that is only secondary. What is most important is the qualification that are to be enumerated later on. If the qualifications are not there, even if you are in front of the most fit teacher, it will not happen. And the primary thing is absent. And even if you have all the secondary auxiliary things are available, I have got all vegetables, all oil, all water, all cutting board, everything is there, Swamiji, but only problem is, yes, no stove. No, only cook. Somewhere, everything I have got, no stove. Yeah, you can do what? Salad. Salad you can eat without anything else you need. Salt separately and then vegetables separately. When you're eating, put them together and eat. That's all. You will survive. But cooking will not happen. So in the same way, primarily what is required, that is going to determine the availability of the result. Our other things are all secondary. We'll see them in the next session. Om sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhat bhavet. Om shanti shanti shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.